Hey y'all, I wanted to come on here really quickly because I had a revelation while I was walking this morning, and I've been going through it. I have to move. My neighbor got robbed, and it was just one more extra thing that confirmed that this is not the place I need to be at. And so when my neighbor got robbed, my Ring camera caught the guy taking all her stuff out. And so we went to the leasing office and we were like, look, this is now the third or fourth incident that we've had, and we want to be released from our lease without penalty. So they said, okay, that was on the 10th, September 10th. But then that Saturday, they were like, well, you can leave, but you got to be out by the 30th. So that literally gave me about 15, 16 days to try to find a place and then move out everything. So I'm extremely overwhelmed and waiting on God. I'm literally walking on faith that God is going to work this out for me. But what I noticed this morning when I walked, this is what I felt like the Holy Spirit was telling me. I told you not to sign that lease last year. I had the strongest feeling, and I even have friends. I'm going to tag Christy in this video. I remember going on my Clubhouse call saying, y'all, I just don't know why, but I feel like the Holy Spirit is telling me not to renew. But in my flesh, I was like, I don't have the money to move. You know how expensive moving is? I don't have, I don't know where to go. I don't have this. I don't have that. I've moved every single year since my divorce because the rent is getting so high. When I moved into this place, it was $13.94 a month. I'm paying like $17.50. So every year, rent is skyrocketing. So I'm like, I always have to move just to have some rent control. But I'm tired. I'm exhausted, right? So in my flesh, I was just like, I'm just going to stay here because I'm tired. When I tell you, the moment I renewed that lease, it was like chaos. My ceiling collapsed in February. There was a water leak. And come to find out, the person who lived there before me had the same issue. So that means they never fixed the issue. And I just happened to find him because I still get his mail. And so I contacted him on Facebook. He sent me videos and pictures of the water just leaking down. And so now, after I've been living in it with the same issue, my ceiling collapsed.
Going on and stuff. And it's probably what do you call it? A leak from the pipe right there that runs through here.
They opened up a hole and then they just left it there. After the 7th day, I wrote a letter to get certified mail, and they still haven't fixed the issue. I'm still having leaking. And so that's one issue. I had my car broken into 3 times. That's 2 issues. We heard some gunshots, like literally unloaded the magazine, the whole magazine, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Woke us up out of the sleep, and we're like, oh my God, what the heck? So now it's just like, okay, it's break-ins, it's not safe, it's gunshots. And then this robbery, it happened at when my Ring camera caught them at 1:35. The person walking out with a hood, carrying her Xbox and iPad and all her electronics. Then this morning, I wake up to get in the shower, and my floor is soaking wet, like the carpet is wet, from the bottom of the carpet. Like you step and water is coming up from the carpet. I'm so exhausted. I feel like this apartment complex doesn't want to take responsibility. They want to just get me out so that they can get the next person in who won't complain. And these Houston apartment complexes are trash. I've had so many horrible experiences, and it just really pisses me off because I pay my rent on time. I'm never late. I never give people issues. I'm a great neighbor. I keep people's houses or apartments clean. Like the best tenant you could have, but yet I always get the crappy end of the stick. And I'm just so tired of dealing with this. And for you to be like, well, you can leave, but you got to leave in 15 days. That seemed a little bit like retaliation, because who can do that? That's unethical. It's just these people just, this world is evil, bro. And I got to get a lawyer. Me and the tenant before me, we coming for y'all. We getting a lawyer. I'm getting ready to go get in the shower. Everywhere I step is wet. Soaking wet. So they never came. I reported the leak this morning. All of this is wet. You can see the water coming up from my carpet. This all connects to the bathroom. All of this soaking wet. Everywhere I step is wet. Wet, 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 wet. Especially right here now. This feels like, can you see the water coming up? You see my hand? Look at my hand. They've done nothing. No one even came by. Look, you can start seeing, like, the carpet is coming up. It's clearly a pipe that's bursted. All of the water is coming from the ground. And it even looks like it's not flat.